Good evening and welcome to my plan ahead for the remainder of the week here for the S&P 500. Just a quick recap, I'm still holding several positions here. I am in these 18 August 295 calls. Half of them have been taken off. The other position is the 21 June 2019 325 calls way back here. I will look to average into those 2019 calls if we get a push lower down to the 200 SMA. Depending on what price action does on the open tomorrow, I may even add into those because they're priced in, I believe, the high 50s, low 60s right now. So I will look to average down that position so I can close them out on the next pop. I'm also holding the 17 August 300 calls, which are most likely going to end up zero. That was just a speculation play on another setup that I was eyeing. Just wanted to basically experiment with it. It's obviously failed and may not come to fruition, and we'll just have to wait and see. Anyways, on to my trade plan for tomorrow. Price action has closed in what looks like a bear pennant. So inside of this range, 271.5, 270 area, I will not do anything. I will let price action do what it's going to do, chop around, and depending on which way it breaks, I will take that position. So break above, I will look at 272 calls for next week. Break below, I will look at 270 puts for this Friday. I like to stay in the money and high delta for breakdown plays. So I'm not typically a bear, so just want to get the profits and get out as quick as possible. This bear flag does have a conservative price target of about 267. The more aggressive price target down here is to about 265 and a half. That comes into play if there's a significant volume break of this level and can use that measure and move from that point. 272 calls, I will look for target up here around the 8 and 21 EMAs that are now providing a bearish cross over here on the daily time frame. If we come up here, lock in profits, and it breaks above, I will look for 275 calls about 2 weeks out in the future for a move back up to this 280 level. What could potentially move us up there? Maybe some news, maybe some sort of other catalyst, who knows? But what I'm looking at here is on May 25th, May 29th, this huge sell-off was quickly answered by a gap up, caught the bears on the wrong side of the trade, and led to a pretty substantial short squeeze here back up to the 280 level. So maybe something like that happens. Maybe it continues to roll over, at which point I will look for these 267 calls after I take out the puts. If price action comes down to this 200 SMA, algos will most likely let support buyers get in, run below, trigger stops, and then reverse to come higher. So just going to be patient. Over here to the daily time frame, we are still making consecutively higher lows and lower highs. It is not a reversal, it is not bearish, it's really not even bullish to be honest, simply a consolidation pattern, and because I like to trade the bullish side of the trade, I'm simply picking my levels, looking for long plays other than this breakdown. So this W pattern here, I do still have drawn on my chart. If you follow my videos, I've mentioned it numerous times. It is still in play. We've tested, we've confirmed it is a W, and now we may be retesting the same level again. This dotted green line right here, this thick dotted green line, does coincide with a monthly level, which is the high of April. My reasoning, my thought process behind this, price action could potentially have put in a blow off top, almost a sell off, found support, and an inside red candle. Typically when you have an inside candle, whether it's intraday or daily or hourly, whatever time frame you're looking at, that's the same color or the same direction as the previous candle, usually have a break in that direction and it continues. In this case, red candle followed by an inside red candle and a break below. Did not provide any sort of sell-off, did not crash, didn't do anything, found support as well, and pushed up to provide a technical trigger the following month. Now, that usually will bring in a bulls. Maybe we're just in a period of chop, which will be this 286 level to 251, which is plenty of room to take some trades. But overall, I'm still not being bearish on the trade for the S&P 500, and I will look for my measure move on this W up to around 295 and possibly even higher, because if it does come up there, we've now made a new high and the uptrend continues. That would be my trade plan and analysis for the S&P 500 going forward this week. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them down below. You're also welcome to come sign up at the Trade Crew chat room. It is a free chat. Follow along with some of these trades for free and live. Have a good evening and good luck.